Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today we are going to see the verb aller conjugated in present tense as well as a few expressions and the preposition followed by the verb aller such as alla, au, en, chez, etc. For the book it's on page 37 to 39. So I've said that a few times before, but the verb aller is the only verb ending in er that is fully irregular. But to make it fun, this is also the verb ending in er that's the most commonly used. Because why not? We will see that when we conjugate the verb in a minute, but the only form that stays consistent is with vous and with nous and vous, I guess. But we'll see that. If you remember when we saw être and avoir, I told you they were very, very important verbs, but on top of being important, the most commonly used, we also use them as auxiliaries. Aller is not an auxiliary, not like être and avoir, but we use aller conjugated in present tense to build the tense called futur proche, which is going to be aller plus infinitif. We are going to come back on this, but this is very important to know. And like I said, aller is an irregular verb, but on top of that, you have to know the prepositions, such as alla, à, en, chez, etc. We are going to see them just after the conjugation. So let's see the conjugation, should we? We know the pronoun subject, and we have je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va. Nous, remember? Nous allons. We have a liaison here. Nous allons, vous allez. So this one, allons, aller, is the one that stays consistent with the verb, with the infinitive verb. So if aller technically would have a stem, it will only work for nous and vous. So it's not too bad. And then we have il and elle pluriel, which is vont. So all of them start with a V, but not allons, aller. We use aller to ask the question, how are you? So when for you is the verb to be in English, for us we use aller. For example, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? How are you? So this is the formal way to ask a question. We have the inversion and on top of that we use vous. Or you can ask, comment ça va? Comment ça va? Which is the informal way. Another way that we use aller is when we have aller à quelqu'un, to suit someone. Ce chapeau te va très bien. Ce chapeau te va très bien. This hat suits you very well. So te is you. Suits you very well. And then we have aller. Aller, which is a filler word. So it's technically the imperative of the verb aller with vous. We'll see that later, it's a bit complicated. But if you want to say, come on, let's go, you're going to say aller. I say that a lot when I walk Biffy and she stopped too long to sniff or look at something, and I say, allez, allez, I have to work, allez. Okay, now let's start with the preposition I told you about. We have aller à la, when followed by a feminine noun. It can also be aller à l'apostrophe, when the noun starts with a voyelle or a silent H. I added this to the book as well. I got my newsletter, I sent a newsletter about the book yesterday, I hope you got it. For example, aller à la piscine. Aller à la piscine, to go to the pool. Or, aller à la librairie. Aller à la librairie. Librairie in French is a bookstore. It can even be a corner store, kinda. So we have this type of corner store that sell newspaper, books, but also cigarettes, tobacco, a few drinks. There's not as much food as there is in corner store, such as a 7-Eleven and this kind of corner store, but we have a few things like chocolate bars and things like that. So aller à la librairie, this is not the library, this is a bookstore, which is technically also a bit of a corner store, if that makes sense. Then we have aller au, A-U, when followed by a masculine noun, but a singular noun. Aller au parc. Aller au parc. To go to the park. Aller au magasin. Aller au magasin. To go to the store. Aller au, A-U-X, when it's a plural noun. It doesn't matter if it's feminine or masculine. Aller aux courses. Aller aux courses. To go grocery shopping. And we have aller aux toilettes. Aller aux toilettes. To go to the washroom. The next one is aller en, when followed by a feminine country. Aller en Belgique. To go to Belgium. Aller en France. To go to France. When followed by a masculine country, we're going to use aller au. Aller au Canada. To go to Canada. Aller au Portugal. To go to Portugal. If the country is a plural country, we are going to use AUX, pronounced O as well. Aller aux États-Unis. 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 Aller aux États-Unis. Or, aller aux Pays-Bas. Aller aux Pays-Bas. If you go to a city, we're only going to use A. Only A. Aller à Paris, to go to Paris. Aller à Paris, or aller à Londres. Aller à Londres. So any city, any village, anything like that, aller à. Now this one, I know that a lot of people are very, very confused about it. Aller chez. You use aller chez when it's followed by a person, by a business, or by a store. For example, aller chez le docteur. To go to the doctor. So the doctor is both technically a person and a business. Or, aller chez Paul. Aller chez Paul. To go to Paul's. So if you say to go to school, school is not a business, is not a person. So you will say aller à l'école, l'apostrophe. If you have a question about chez, just leave it in the comment section. I will be more than happy to help you. Let's review quickly the conjugation. We have je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to do the exercises 1.21, 1.22 on the book. And I will see you tomorrow for the verb faire. À demain.